Let's start creating our and creating and set up our agent group blueprint assets. So let's delete our test agent group, go to the atoms, and let's create a new folder here. Let's call agent groups. So we need to create a new blueprint class, inherit from the atoms agent group. Select, let's call this enemy group. Okay, so let's open. Okay, and we can start to set up this one. So let's first creating a layout module. So for this example, we can create a mesh scatter. This module will generate some agents scattering over a mesh. Well, in this case, we can use the navigation mesh instead. One important thing is this one is the first module, so let's set up the behavior order to 0. You need to set up manually the behavior order because we are in the blueprint actor. If you create this one, if you create an agent group actor directly in scene, you don't need to worry about this one. But instead here in the blueprint, you need to set up manually. So since this module, we want this module to run as first, let's put 0 as an order here. Let's put the mannequin agent type, and let's create, for example, 10 agents. Will be fine for now. Let's compile it, save. So let's add the state machine directly. So state machine 0. Let's set up the behavior order to 1. And let's put another for now. Let's save. And now we need to spawn this agent group when we play. So open the level blueprint, override the begin play, and then do a spawn actor from class. This one is my enemy group. Let's create a position here, transform. Let's put a 0 as fine, and that's it for now. Let's compile, save, and let's play. Yes, sorry. One important thing is to set up a navigation mesh. So let's put a mesh bound volume. Okay. Let's increase this one. Something like this. Let's have a look to the. Okay, let's move a bit down. Okay, now seems fine. Let's save it. Let's press play. And now we have the agent there. If we can fix the ground rotation there. So let's go to our state machine. Let's select the navigation mesh as an eye field. So Atoms will project this one. Let's save it. Let's play. And we need some offset there. So let's go to the state machine and let's put probably -10 should be fine. Since the navigation mesh has some offsets. Okay, now seems working. Okay, so now we have the enemy. Let's set up the agent group for the weapon as well. So we can constrain basically the weapon to the other agent. So if your weapon is a skeleton mesh that's using the same skeleton of the mannequin, you can use directly that inside the agent type, inside the agent type variation here, we just add another the other skeletal mesh for the weapon. In this case, our weapon is using a different skeleton. So if we open, you see there is just completely different skeleton, just a skeleton for the weapon. So in Atoms we can handle this like creating a single agent for every weapon, and then using the sync module to do a constraints and synchronize the weapon to the mannequin. So let's create the agent group actor for the weapon. So let's create here. Oh, sorry, it's agent group. Agent group. Select weapon group. Okay, let's open this one. So let's put any layout module you want here. It doesn't matter because we are going to use the sync module that synchronizes also the layout from the parent. So let's put here. Sorry, not the sync module, but let's put a points layout first, for example. And then let's put a sync module. Let's select our agent type, that is the FP gun in this case. Okay. Okay, so we need to set up the joins for the parent, for the constraint, sorry. So let's have a look to the skeletons. Okay, so we can constrain, for example, to the hand hair joints. Atoms doesn't support virtual bones joints, so we need to proper joints. So we can use for example, the hand hair joints as a target for the constraint. And let's have a look to save this one. Let's have a look to the weapon skeleton. And here, sorry, not this one, on the agent type, this one, skeleton, and root bone is the name that we want. So let's copy this one. Let's go back to our agent group and the sync module. So we want constraint this, and we want to dry this joint from the under of the params. Let's set up later the offset. Let's have a look first if it works. So we need to spawn this actor as well. So let's have a look here, and let's put spawn actor from class. So this one will be my weapon. Let's use the same transform, doesn't matter. One important thing, we need to set the parent as a owner, because otherwise you need to set as the parent agent group from the agent group module, but if we set the owner, it will be the same. So the sync module know where to take the parent. So let's compile, save, and let's have a look. Okay, so we have the weapon there. Obviously we need to fix the offset for the weapon. Let's go back to our sync module. Sorry, let's also fix the order here. 0 and the C. This one is the first here, sorry, the second. Okay, now let's set the translation. So it should be something like -10 and -3, and the rotation 185 and 178. That's pretty fine. Should be works fine. Let's save this one. Cool. Let's test other state. For example, let's test the fire state. Let's look. Yeah, seems it's working fine. So as you can see now, basically the mannequin is a single agent, and then the weapon is another agent that is synchronized and constrained to the other agents. In this way we also can use the ragdoll on the weapon and do other logic.